Hey, it's Molly here at Frosted. We're going to be making a Scandinavian princess cake. It was created for royalty, but now we can make it whenever we want. So while my cakes are cooling, I'm going to work on the pastry cream. I'm starting with milk and a vanilla bean, and to that I'm going to add a little bit of sugar. Adding sugar at this point helps the milk not scorch, and I'm just going to give that a little stir. In this bowl right here, I have egg yolks, cornstarch, and some sugar. And what I'm gonna do is temper this to make our pastry cream. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ladle a little bit of this hot liquid and pour it into my eggs. And the reason why we do this a little bit at a time is because we don't want to cook the eggs. Now that we have most of our liquid in here, we're gonna add it back into the pot and watch this get really thick. And you'll see, it turns into a pudding really fast. I'm going to pour this into a bowl. And I'm going to add a tablespoon of butter. Just mix this until it's melted and fully incorporated. Okay, so our butter is fully incorporated. Cover this with plastic wrap and let it chill in the fridge. Now it's time to start building our cake. We are going to use our 8-inch ring mold and we're going to cut out 3 circles. So this is one of 2 layers. First, we're going to start by brushing the first cake layer with some simple syrup. You can flavor this with something if you'd like, maybe almond, or a liquor of some kind. We're keeping it simple today. Okay, nice and soaked. Now we're gonna add our jam. The great thing about this cake, it's a genoise, so it's a kind of sponge cake, and it's aerated naturally by whipping the eggs until they're really light and foamy. So spread this around using a small offset. Okay, next, a little bit of whipped cream. We're just gonna use about a half a cup of stiff whipped cream. The rest will go on top. So now we're gonna add our second layer. The simple syrup makes sure that the cake doesn't dry out. Now I'm gonna add my pastry cream. And you can see that as it cooled, it got really gelatinous, which is great. It's like the most delicious vanilla pudding you could ever have. Last layer's on, we're gonna put some whipped cream on here. So just clean up your edges a little bit, and then we're gonna get this in the fridge. Okay, so I've unmolded our princess cake. It is so beautiful. I'm just gonna take the rest of our whipped cream and coat the sides and get this back in the fridge. All you need is a thin coat of whipped cream just so that the marzipan that we're putting on top of this has something to stick to. Get this back in the fridge while we do our marzipan. Now we're ready to roll out our marzipan. I'm gonna color this a really nice color blue and then fold it on top of each other. Otherwise, you might dye your fingers blue. And then you can just kind of knead it, and soon you'll start to see the blue. If you feel like it's getting a little sticky, just take some powdered sugar, kind of get your surface. Use the palm of your hand, press the marzipan over itself. Marzipan is made from almonds, sugar, egg whites. You can buy it at a store, you can make it yourself. We're looking for a nice light blue. I'm gonna roll this out to a 14-inch wide circle so we can cover the cake. Here we are, we're about 14 inches in diameter. Now the fun part, we have a lace doily. We tried this with paper doilies and they didn't work quite as well, so if you can get a hold of a lace doily like this one, it's worth it. With your rolling pin, just firmly press down to imprint the doily into the marzipan. Go over this a few times just to really make sure that you're getting it in there. Here we go. How cool is that? Okay, so here we are, guys. This looks amazing, but it's about to look even cooler. Take some powdered sugar and rub it in to the indentations of the doily. So with a paper towel, just lightly brush. Okay, let's get this on top of the cake. Just kind of press in gently with your fingers around the edge. Now that we've gotten this to stick around the edges, we're just going to go ahead and trim with a paring knife a smooth edge all the way around. Look at this cake. It is beautiful, inside and out. I can't wait to cut it.